Alright, what's up guys? How's it going? MikeTheTech here. So I just wanted to show you a little strategy I have for Pokemon Sword where there isn't really a nice way to sort your Pokemon in the Pokemon boxes. So if we go over to our boxes, you'll actually notice that all of mine are sorted by type. So the way that you actually do this is, well, actually, let me explain. I have each type on top. So I have flying, rock, dark, ice, bug, fire, and you can see which Pokemon I have in each. The way I do it is I keep one of each Pokemon in the box, and then for the rare ones or ones that I'm actually leveling, I'll put on the bottom right so they're easy to find. So for example here, I have a couple fairy types, but I'm actually working on Sylveon. Or if I keep going, we see I have psychic types, but Xatu is my main psychic type. So it's kind of a nice way to organize. And then it always gives you a couple extra boxes at the end. Now I also have trade boxes. And trade boxes are just what it sounds like. Whenever you're doing breeding or farming certain types of Pokemon, you can use these trade boxes to hold those Pokemon, or if you even get duplicates of Pokemon, you put them all in a trade box, and then when you go and do your, let me actually go out and do that, when you go and do a surprise trade, by pressing Y and going to surprise trade, then you can choose one of these Pokeboxes and these trade boxes, and you know that these are all okay to trade. Now, aside from the standard trade boxes, I also have a foreign trade box. So if you take a look at this box here, these are ones I've gotten in trades from other countries. Now, if you're familiar with some of the breeding techniques to get shinies, I believe it's called the Masuda method. Having a French or Japanese or Chinese or any kind of, or even German or anything like that, any kind of foreign Pokemon breeded with a US Pokemon, or as long as they're from two different countries, so they're foreign to each other, will raise the shiny rate from about 4,096 down to a little around 600. So it's a really great way to try and shiny farm. So I try and keep these separate so I don't actually accidentally trade one of them out. But otherwise, what I normally do is I'll have I will stay in one of these regular boxes. You could even go and name it new if you want, and I'll save all of my Pokemon there. Now remember, anytime you catch a new Pokemon, it's going to go into the last box you were in, so you don't want to be in like a rock box and then go and catch a Pokemon, because it's going to end up in your rock box and it's going to make it all unsorted. So you have to go over here whenever you're done, go into an empty box or a box labeled new or something, and then exit. That way everything you catch goes into that box, and then at the end of the day or at the end of the play session, you can just go in and organize them. Now, how do we actually name and set up these boxes? It's really, really easy. All you have to do is go up here to the box, press A, and go to change its name. Now here we can erase it, and we'll type in new, and then we can go in and set a wallpaper. Now if it was fire, for example, I'd want to choose one that's related to fire. If it's rock, maybe I would choose something like this, but I'll leave it as the default one since it's just a holder for new Pokemon, excuse me. And then if you run out of boxes, don't worry, just exit out. Just make sure you have at least one Pokemon in each box. Exit out of the menu and then open up the menu again, and it'll give you at least 2 more boxes at the end to do that with. I think it goes up to like 32 or 36. So you should have enough for each type, as well as many trade and new boxes as you'll probably need. So yeah, I really like this method. You go in and you go to each box. You set up the type, you say flying, rock, whatever it happens to be, and then I sort them by their main type. So like this one's dark and fighting, but because its first type is dark, that's where I placed him. And it keeps things pretty organized. I like doing it this way. yeah, hope that strategy helped you guys out. And thank you so much for watching. If you have your own ideas or tips to add on to this box strategy on sorting, because even though there's a sort button on top, it does not work like you would expect it to, and it doesn't actually sort your Pokemon. It would be great if we could sort by number or type or name or anything like that, but unfortunately it doesn't automatically do it. So this is the method I use. Let me know what you do in the comments. Have a great day. Peace.